Hi, I'm Dimitri from shoppingamosh.com.
And I'm Dan. Today we're talking to Luca Brasi, poolside. What's your name, mate?
Tom Busby. Hello.
I'm Tyler.
I'm Saxon. I'm Mitchell.
This promise is easier said than done. At least I'm not the only one. We're in this together, and under the bridges where you'll find us. Bottles of demons left behind us. These tiny reminders, we got the excitement gang behind us.
The new record is called Extended Family. Can you tell us a bit about it?
Yeah, I guess. There's. It's the first record. Basically, it's 10 songs about. Pretty much about your mates and I guess where we come from. Just trying to make the best of the sometimes crap situation, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that comes through lyrically. Musically, you guys, did you spend a lot of time getting that together?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I don't sing, I always feel the need to have it fiddly guitar parts. Dobbo and I really try to make it kind of intricate without it being self-indulgent, you know, but try to have riffs and stuff in there all the time, not just have it for power chords and going, yeah, we're punk. So musically, Dobbo and I spent ages working out the solos, the riffs, harmonies. Yeah, something we put a lot of effort into. Nothing that was really just made up on the spot. Yeah, that would good. We'll go with that.
There's a couple of songs on the record, that are a departure from what happened on that demo. And personally, I love the demo because it's just so angsty. It's exactly, it's what you want to hear. So you've got that departure with some of those, those songs that are just different. Then you've got the songs from the demo that you've redone. The vocals on those were slightly varied. Was that a conscious thing, or was it just you went in and said, let's do something different?
Well, kind of half the album that we wrote was, like sort of our older style that when we first started, and then the second half was like kind of the direction we're heading, I suppose.
I know what you mean by lyrics though. I know a lot of my vocal parts I really liked on the demo, and then when we did them in the studio, we sort of just tried to nail it and get it spot on with other help from other people.
Just cleaner, I guess.
Cleaner and
Yeah.
I don't know.
We had a bit more help too with Lincoln and Nick producing. I was there when we tracked vocals, but each time they get back from the weekend, I'd ask how it went, and they're like, yeah, we'll change this and, contrast it. A lot of it was their ideas, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They had a lot of input creatively.
Definitely, heaps.
Do you want to plug Lincoln?
Ling Lefevre is the greatest human ever.
The other week I was at a bar and a guy from Tasmania came and sat down at the table and he was telling me fuck Tasmania, the scene is shit. So many good musicians, but they never go anywhere, they never do anything. So I'm in Melbourne, and his point of view was basically that there are talented musicians in and around Tasmania, but they're not doing anything. So, in terms of musicianship, what bands are coming out of Tasmania at the moment that are good?
There's a band called Jordan Myers from Hobart,
Yep.
who just finished their album, and it's out a couple of weeks, 3 weeks I think, and it rules, and it's really fucking great. It's really, really good. Rod Tiger as well, band we gig with fairly often. Just can play guitar like absolute motherfuckers. Another great band. Heaps of metal bands, heaps of weird acoustic and folky and all sorts of bands in Tassie. There are great bands, yeah. The Scandal are the best band.
They're the best band from Tassie?
Best.
No one argues with that either, that's like gospel.
That's gospel.
Yeah.
What do you guys think separates Tasmanian bands from any other state?
I think people think Tasmania's a bit of a shithole and nothing comes out of there except cold weather. So maybe people are surprised.
I think when Tassie bands play in the band, they're just keen, there's energy. You never get to really do much, you gotta prove that you're alive, I guess.
Yeah, gotta make your bones.
Do you think that comes through lyrically, from band to band? Do you think that sense of isolation is something that really...
Yeah, definitely.
Tasmania Tomorrow the hinge, wish my own swings that I know, I'll always fall out, never I'm told that I know.
So you guys are sitting around and Andy from Poison City brings you up and says, we're going to put together a Luca Brasi tribute album. You can choose whatever bands you want, and it's basically going to be the demo, but it's going to be other bands playing it.
Luca Brasi, Sleeps with the Fishes demo. You can choose 4 bands. It's 4 tracks. 4 tracks.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you could get a band
Band to do the intro if you really wanted to.
Yeah, it's Sicilian
You could
message.
choose 4 bands to cover the 4 songs. Who would you choose and why?
Steely Dan, Dr. Dre, Finger Boys, S Club 7.
That's his caption.
So you guys put out your full length, Extended Family. You've got the vinyls out through Poison City, CDs out through Broken Bone.
Yes.
You've toured fairly extensively over the last few months. Lots of interstate jaunts.
Yep.
Where to from here?
Working on Perth and Canberra next.
Yep.
We've never been there before to do shows, and then once that's done, start all over again. And,
Yep.
and we intend on getting to the, not just the capitals, a few cities in between and stuff.
A bit more rural.
Yeah. Obviously, this is our first band we've ever really been in, so it's all new to us. But
Yep.
that's the plan for next as far as touring goes. Yeah, and then just basically keep going as long as everyone's willing to be stupid enough to have us back in their wonderful cities, and we'll fucking come. You'll be with
Beautiful. And I know it's still early days in terms of writing for the new full length or
Yep.
whatever release you've got planned. What can we expect from that, do you think? What have you sort of taken from this experience that'll be maybe different or...
We got more time, I guess.
Yeah, heaps more time.
Before we just really wanted to get something out.
Yeah.
We sort of recorded everything we had. That's the album.
Yeah,
I think
that
we've
was-
grown heaps as well as a band, like just playing.
We know each other better. We never even jammed before we did the demo.
Yeah.
Yep.
We just went straight into the studio and just pumped it out.
I think we'll wrap it up there, dudes. You guys have any last words, anything you want to say before we wrap it up?
Just want to say thanks, really, to everyone that's come out and supported us. Give us somewhere to stay. Put out our records. Chucky and Mosh. Rodney Rude.
On camera.